All right, we are back, Pod Deep. This is the bonus show, the after the podcast. So we just finished episode 13. You can go listen to that. We'll call this one episode 14, which is another after show. So this is going to be random topics. We do have one preset topic that we're going to talk about. That's our top 5 rappers list of all time. So list does not have to be in order. So who is your top 5 rappers of all time? Who wants to go first?
Rappers or albums?
Yeah, we can do.
How do you want to do it? You want to go rappers?
Both.
Yeah, let's do rappers, then we'll circle back and do albums. I'll take it. Let me go first. All right, top 5 rappers. I'm going Ice Cube. When Cube came out of NWA and put out America's Most Wanted, he changed things. Things kind of changed when he put that album out. Working with East Coast producers, like 20 songs on the album. I don't think people were even putting that many songs on the album back then. So Ice Cube is on my top 5. He's not number 1. Of course, Tupac. Tupac is my number 1. Tupac is on the list. We don't have to go into it too deeply. We did a Tupac life celebration episode. You can go back and check that out. I think it's episode 11. So that's 2. Nas, to me, is probably the best rapper to ever rap. Is Nas, to me. You have to put Jay-Z. Jay-Z is slick. People love to hate on Jay-Z, but you have to give him his credit. Jay-Z is super slick with the raps. You know, legendary for not writing his raps down. And number 5, probably have to give it up to Biggie. So that's probably my top 5. So Ice Cube, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z. Who wants to go next?
My top 5 is Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, and Snoop. That's my top 5.
It's a solid list. Respectable.
I wanted to put. It's hard because I got much more. You know what I'm saying? But
that's the thing, man. There is really no.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much.
I left off Ice Cube. I left off Scarface. I left off MC8. You know, like it's a bunch of cats that I really like in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Ross. You know, but yeah, I put that together off the top of my head. So
off the top of my head, you know, I beat to it when it comes to like rap. I beat to a different drum than probably most of y'all. You won't hear Nas ever on any list that I'm gonna do. So Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Tupac, Eminem, Snoop Doggy Dogg. That's I don't think, and my personal reason is all these. When these guys rap, they just make me feel good. I love their beats. I love the songs. Make me feel good. I could never ever in my life ever get with East Coast rap, man. Like that like the not on the beat rap. I just could never ever get with it. And I know, I say some of the greatest rappers came out of that shit, that Nas, that Wu-Tang Clan, all that. I could never get with it, man. Never. So, never.
Rodney, what you got?
So pretty much the same as everybody. I got, like, Biggie is my number 1. Then Nas and Jay-Z are kind of battling for their number 2 spot. So Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z. Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z. Gotta put Cube in there for me. So that's 4. And then, yeah, I don't know. 3,000. I'll throw 3,000.
Whoa. That's a shot.
3,000. So 3,000 and DOC are fighting out for my fifth spot.
Who you say?
When you say 3,000, is that not including Big Boy? It's just all 3,000 verses.
It's just his verses,
Okay.
Him rapping, his lyrical talent.
Okay.
So,
So
if he's not 5 on my list, he's an honorable mention, and DOC is 5.
okay.
Or it's the other way around.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Let me ask a question about that. What with Biggie to you guys? What makes Biggie so special?
His delivery, his flow,
his delivery, wordplay. I mean, all of that for me.
Charisma.
So
he was hardcore on the R&B track, which probably had never been done before.
you could.
Yeah, he's high level, man.
I understand that. No, I get that. I like listening to Biggie. I just don't to be GOAT status where he at. I don't think he did enough.
And he changed the game too.
Well, I get Eminem changed the game, but I mean Ice Cube changed the game. There's a lot of guys that changed the game, but he's the GOAT. Everybody he is widely considered number 1 or 2. And I just don't that's like
so
I just don't see him do it enough. Like I don't.
Okay, so here's a conversation Jared and I had a couple of weeks back. If you take everybody's first 2 albums, nobody has better first 2 albums than Biggie.
Snoop.
When I say best, I'm talking about radio hits on their album.
Snoop.
Biggie has the most radio hits.
Nelly.
Dogfather?
No, the Dogfather only got
Nelly. If you
the Dogfather only got 2. Yeah, okay. You may be 100% correct. Nelly and Eminem may give Biggie a run for his money, but Nelly came out 2000. Biggie was dead and gone. So if you go from the artists that were alive at the time that he was alive, nobody first 2 albums are better than Biggie. From Ready to Die to Life After Death. That dude has nothing but singles.
I just don't think.
Not even Ice Cube.
You put Nelly over Biggie?
I don't put Nelly over Biggie. No, I don't put Nelly over Biggie. But
Nelly
the logic. But
Nelly has the same kind of success.
but that's the same thing. You take somebody's first 2 albums. Like I think Snoop. Reason why I like Snoop is I think early Snoop he was dope. Like I don't like Snoop now, but I can't take away.
Me too.
But I can't take away what he did. He was dope. He was dope. He was dope.
He was.
That Dogfather, man, that was atrocious.
That was a flop.
So if Dope as Doggy Style was his second, that was the second.
Snoop Upside Your Head.
So
so the Dog Pound.
Even as good as Doggy Style was,
the Dog Pound.
What you say?
Dog Pound came before Dogfather. The Dog Pound record.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm tripping off.
Yeah,
okay,
that came in '95.
Okay, I got you. I didn't. So yeah, you're probably right on that because I'm not visualizing what was even on the Dogfather actually. But
Snoop's Upside Your Head.
Yeah, Snoop's Upside Your Head.
I got you. But
you go ahead, Cedric.
I'm good. I'm just saying there. If that's the logic that you use, there's the two out the gate. There's a lot of 2 out the gate that was banging. There's a lot of people that got 2 out the gate that was banging.
Name him.
Huh?
Name him. Name him.
Now, are we talking record sales, or are we talking about just
we talking
lyrically those 2 albums?
We talking about singles, like your shit is on the radio nonstop from your new album.
Okay, but then that kind of because like with Nelly, like Nelly had 2.
Yes, he's up there.
First albums,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not lyrically he's not lyrically a giant.
I
Right.
agree.
It's just he made catchy music.
Right.
So
The
therefore, the whole
game-
first two album thing, I think it needs to be clarified. Huh?
Yeah, the game had two
Game?
games.
Kanye got two
The
dope albums out the
documentary
gate.
and what?
But he
What was the second
listen. He got two dope ones, but neither one of them have more radio commercial success than Biggie, who's an underground artist. Because we talking underground mainstream hardcore hip hop.
I'm gonna disagree with you. Kanye had bangers on both of them. Bangers.
Exactly. So put Kanye up there, but he not in my top 5 though. He up there, but he ain't in my top 5.
Now
He up
I
there.
actually need to put him
I
in my
ain't
top
in-
five. Because I forgot about him, just thinking about
Yeah.
him. Kanye dope.
Yeah, but how much of it is him?
Exactly.
That's true.
He can't out rap nobody in my top 5.
That's true. So
You know,
that's my issue. That's my thing with Biggie. I mean, I get it. I get he can rap. I just don't think he did none enough. And then for the life of me, I done tried to listen to Nas. Like I done tried. I done tried. Every time y'all say dope. I like one Nas song. No, I like two Nas songs ever. So
If I
I
Rule
just
the
missed the
World and what
boat,
else?
man. I just missed the boat with him, man.
So did you like
what's the second?
Tupac?
'Cause
Me
I
and
know
My
that first one
Girlfriend?
is I Rule the World.
Yep. I Rule the World. And then he got a song on his new album called Ultra Black that I really like.
Yeah, that's
dope.
good.
And that's the
dope.
Yeah.
everything else, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I like Nas.
You know, I was thinking about something the other day because I was thinking about doing this tonight, and I was thinking about your boy Tupac, and I was thinking to myself like, he does not have a rhyme that made me. He's never said anything that made me rewind to listen to it.
Not even when he first, like in '95, when All Eyes on Me came out.
He's never like his mute, like his raps. You feel them. Look, this is my opinion, and this is for me. I feel what he's saying, but what he's saying don't make me hit rewind to learn it and figure, try to flow it. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie. Like for me, Biggie has a bunch of shit to where I have to rewind that and be like, damn, I didn't catch that the first time I heard it. Pop, I hear it and you feel it, but lyrically, it ain't something to make me rewind and listen to it.
I keep my mind
Again.
on my money on my mind, fig on the trigger, hand on my 9. Shit, that was like the damn rap of the song.
That basic ass shit.
It's basic. It's basic.
It's basic.
But sometimes that's what. Sometimes that's what works.
Tupac reminds me of one of my favorite rappers, Pimp C.
You don't need that. Sometimes you don't need that.
That's who Tupac reminds me of. He reminds me of Pimp C. Because Pimp C lyrically, Pimp C ain't gonna do nothing. But when you hear his shit, you feel his shit. You be like, damn, that's hard as shit.
I
He
agree.
just said,
I
but
agree.
it ain't lyrical.
He had one of the most memorable verses on Big Pimpin'. I ain't say he had the best verse. I said he had the most memorable verse on Big Pimpin'. I didn't say he had the best.
I can't say that.
He has the most memorable.
Boys.
Disagree with that, but
Telling
for me.
you,
I do agree
Not
with
for
you.
me.
if you play that shit, if you play Big Pimpin' at any club, when his fucking verse comes on, everybody's saying that shit word for word, pouring up. Man, everybody's saying that shit.
Well,
he has the most memorable verse on that song.
You're right. To me, it's about a feel good. I mean, you rap. It's about a feel good, man. So it don't gotta be high. I get the high lyrics, but it ain't gotta be about that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to Murder again. Listen to Pimp C on Murder again, because he slipped. They slept on him, man. They slept on.
He
They
throwing alley oops all motherfucking day. He
they
throwing
talking.
alley oops to Bun and Bun motherfucking women on him.
They talk about Bun B's. They talk about Bun B's, his lyrics, but that murder, Pimp C on Murder, he killed that boy. He destroyed it. To me, he set the tone. I was like,
He
oh.
sure did.
And you couldn't stand Pimp C.
I couldn't because I couldn't.
And,
I thought he was lazy, but I couldn't. But he do.
and that's what's different about that group. That's what's different about UGK versus A-Ball and MJG.
What's that?
A-Ball and MJG, they both are lyrical. They're both are very lyrical. Whereas UGK, Pimp C just give it to you straight. Bun gonna hit you with the lyricism. Pimp C gonna give it to you straight. Even though he giving it to you straight and simple, he's saying something.
Yeah, he's saying something.
He's saying something.
He's saying something. So no, I agree with that, man. Yeah, Pimp
So
C.
that's who Pac reminds me of, Pimp C.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I understand the meaning, but Pac was higher than Pimp C with his rhyming. He had more, to me, Pac was one of the first MCs that brought the emotion into rap. You know what I'm saying? Most rappers, Ice Cube was the first to me that lyrically made you visually see what the hell he was talking about. Like Once Upon a Time in the Projects. If you ain't never been in the projects, just listen to the damn song. Song gonna tell you word for word how project life really is.
Today,
What about Slick Rick?
Huh?
I said, what about Slick Rick?
Slick Rick's the same way. I mean, but his career just never.
No, I'm saying, but like you say, he was the first, but Slick Rick was before him.
Yeah, he is, but
with the storytelling and all that. I'm not saying I'm not putting him in the top five. I'm just saying,
absolutely right. He is first, but I would put Ice Cube above Slick Rick, in my opinion.
As far as a storyteller,
I would put Ice Cube ahead of, because Ice Cube gave you "Fuck the Police," "A Bitch Is a Bitch." Everything he came out with was just a visual. Everything he read, to me, it was just visual. I could clearly see what he was saying. You know what I'm saying?
What about Biggie? I got a story to tell.
That's he come from that same part.
Niggas bleed just like us. How he
I think Biggie took it to another level visually.
Somebody gotta die.
I think he took it to another level. Yeah. That's why I give him a lot of credit, because he didn't have the image of a pretty boy.
So
you know what I'm saying? Lazy eye motherfucker, you know.
So here's the Here's the thing about putting all your stock in Biggie. When everybody come out and they dope, they blow they wide. They first two they blow they wide. They put it all in. And to me, you know somebody great when they can do it for a longer time. You know they could great. When they great when they can just do it for a long time, and that's when you can go status. I'm not saying Biggie talented. His talent probably was top 5, but I just think you just need to see it more. I think as I'm thinking about it, everybody.
It ain't his fault he got killed,
huh?
It ain't his fault he got killed.
No,
you got to think about it. No, you can't. But you gonna?
And plus,
I disagree with you.
You can't put somebody in the Hall of Fame if they only had 2 years. You can't put somebody in the Hall of Fame if they only had 2 years, or if they was an All Pro 2 years. You know, it just takes longer.
I disagree with you on that, though, because Bo Jackson. You could see Bo Jackson as a great running back. He just never got a chance to prove longevity. You could see DOC is a great MC and a great lyricist off one album. He didn't get a chance to follow.
But you don't put him in. You don't put DOC in the top. You don't put Bo Jackson in the top because the talent is there, undeniable. The talent is undeniable, but he didn't do it long enough. He didn't do it. I'm telling you. You think of great albums. First albums by great first albums. There's a ton of them out there. People blow they wide they first album. They blow they wide because they put everything on it. They put all they dope shit on it. They've been holding, and they just come out and they put it all on that first album.
But shit,
But Big,
Tupac first album is not great.
but the thing about Biggie though, his first album was great. His second album was even better.
Right.
So he was on it. He's showing an incline.
But
Like
you don't know.
usually it's
you
the
don't
other
know
way.
what
Like
was
people,
held
like
back
you
on that
say,
first
their
album,
first album is their first album is dope. Huh? Say what?
Repeat that. What was that?
His connection went out.
Uh
That
oh.
wasn't really him. That was his
Is it
clone.
raining in St. Charles?
Nope.
What you say, Sid? We heard you laugh.
You broke up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was, Rodney was making a point that Biggie had a good first album, then a great second album, but you don't know what was held back from that first album because they didn't think it would. I'm telling you, when somebody they hold everything usually to their first or second album. That's kind of my point. I think that's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
14-3 Chiefs.
Oh yeah, so
It's not over yet. It's Brady. It's over. I'm done with side bets if Tampa loses game.
Now, but said the fame gets to these artists on their second go around. The fame, the stardom gets to them. They don't have the same energy that they had for the first album that they do for the second album. That's why a lot of them artists' second albums flop.
What's a better album than Life After Death?
It's hard because
for
Life
artists
After
on his
Death
second album.
Because Life After Death, Life After Death has so many songs on it. That's the.
I mean,
you're right.
You got to compare. You got to compare a double album to that.
It's classic.
To me,
Yeah,
you
Biggie
have
has
to
the
compare
best
it with a double album.
He has the best double album in my opinion.
It's classic. It's a classic. I mean, it's unbelievable because there's so many songs on there that are good.
The second up is Tupac.
All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me.
Just two.
And after that, maybe you could.
But I think.
Maybe you could do
Hard Knock Life.
That All Eyes on Me.
Hard Knock Knife up there.
No,
double disc,
forget
just
about double.
album.
Just the album.
But how can you compare a double album to a single album? Because you're only gonna have 11 tracks, maybe. You only gonna have maybe 11 tracks, 12 on a single album, and then
you ain't beating like that.
Eight of those maybe dope. Whereas you talking 22, 23, whatever he had on his, and it really wasn't.
Don't think about it like as in volume, just as a package. Which one is better? Which one do you go to most?
Common has a dope album. Common got one of them. Yeah, that's one of the most one of the best albums to me.
But Nelly has a good album. Like if you say in top 5 albums,
this sound like some Lavell Crawford type shit.
Nelly has a classic album, right? He has a classic album.
Which album?
No.
What you talking about? Sweatsuit?
Grammar.
What's up, man?
Country Grammar.
Still doing your podcast?
Yeah, we still in it.
Country Grammar.
Yeah, I'm still coming.
Okay.
I would say.
Can you make me a plate then? I'm sorry.
Oh no.
EI, Country Grammar, and then what? What other song? Batter Up or some shit. What?
You gotta look it up. He got so many. He got like
Country
5
Grammar.
or 6 songs on it.
Country Grammar.
It's a classic.
EI.
It's a classic album. It's a classic.
He got 5. He got 4 songs.
Ride with me. He took over the choice that year.
Snooze.
I mean, listen, it didn't. Maybe I was hating on it when it first dropped, but dude coming out of St. Louis, man, he put that album came right after the Chronic 2, 2001. And after that, it blew up. It sold 10 million. Yeah, it did stellar numbers, and he had single after single.
It's dope, man.
He had 4 or 5 singles, but the rest of that shit was trash.
I got
The rest of that shit was trash.
Anything that's
Now you couldn't tell me that
it's classic.
You couldn't tell me that in 99 or 2000. You couldn't tell me that.
Wait a minute.
Looking back on it now,
4 or 5 doesn't. That's not a classic.
Yeah,
No,
you get 4 or 5 singles out of 11, Jared.
That's Rodney Mayer.
No.
That's a classic album, man.
So,
I got
he had EI, Country Grammar.
You looking at it.
Batter Up, and then what else?
Ride with me.
I mean,
somebody, I can't. I'm on my phone. I can't pull up the album. But
Come
look
on.
at the album.
Come on.
Look at the album.
When's the last time you put a fucking Nelly album on? The album. Come
Never.
on.
He sold
I
2
listen.
million.
I listen to Hot in Here.
I don't give a shit.
I listen to
That's
Hot in Here.
to white people.
Hey, and you got to keep in mind, he dropped right after that. He dropped number 1, which was not on the album, but that song
that was on the soundtrack.
Exactly, that song.
That was on. That was on Kings of Comedy.
Yeah,
Kings of Comedy soundtrack.
That song kept his momentum going. Dude, everything dude was touching was going number 1.
That's true.
Look, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that.
We ain't talking about the
he went
features
down.
with Jagged Edge and everything he jumped on. Like,
shake his tail feather.
So Nelly, his 4 singles off of that album, like I said, Country Grammar, EI, Ride With Me, and Batter Up. So those were his 4 singles. Everything else on that album is garbage.
You looking at the album?
Everything else on that album is garbage.
Yeah, give me another song off that.
Greed, Hate, and Envy. How about that?
I don't know that one. Go. What's another one?
Okay.
We can't bash the hometown dude. Now,
Steal the show.
Now.
Hold up,
can't bash the hometown dude.
Hold up. Let's go through these tracks. So I said Greed, Hate, and Envy. You said you don't know that.
I'm rocking with Nelly.
Steal the Show. Anybody know that one? I didn't think so. For My. He got a song called For My with Lil Wayne. I ain't know Lil Wayne was on his album.
Yeah, that's the only feature.
Other Side.
That's a good song. I remember that song. That's a good song.
Okay. Rap Something. Anybody? Okay.
See them songs you naming them the songs Ali wrote.
Never Let Them See You Sweat.
Anybody? All right, you made your point.
Let's stop.
Loving Me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Loving Me. That's dope.
Yeah. Okay. So he got 17 tracks, and he had 4 singles.
It's not a classic.
Y'all do the math.
Yeah,
And so it went
10 million. It's old 10 million.
off of those singles.
That's a
He
classic.
went off of those singles.
That's a classic.
Ain't no-
17?
That's a classic.
It's a classic.
Man.
4 out of 17.
Damn it. 10 million?
Everybody
That
went.
Forget the sales. Forget the sales.
Nah, you can't forget the sales, Jared.
Oh my God.
The girls was liking that dude.
Let me clarify.
If you put on that album, you'll
let me clean it up.
There's some songs on there that didn't go top.
Let me clean that up.
Every song don't got
Let me clean this up.
5 out of.
So the first track is an intro featuring Cedric the Entertainer. Okay.
But
The
everybody
second-
got booty songs on their album.
The second song is called St. Louis. Okay.
Find me in St.
Third
Louis.
album.
You can find me in St. Louis.
Trash.
That's a good song.
That was trash. I mean, all we had was
the home of the Red
the
Fox.
cast that
Cedric
did-
the Entertainer. Yeah, that's a dope song.
who did Trick with a Good
Brian
Rap?
Cox.
Silk Smooth.
Yeah.
So that's all we had for us rap to that point. Well, Black Pearl Mafia.
Clientele.
Black Pearl Mafia. So when he came out and dropped Country Grammar, of course, we were so filled with pride. We like, oh, we made it. Ram just won the Super Bowl. Everything was going great. But then once I got older and I came back, I'm like, that shit was trash.
What trash?
Most
man.
of it was trash.
Ain't trash.
Nah. First of all, he had a good video visual. Like the video just was
That's still a single.
was that. You know what I'm saying?
So I think
He
he
put
had
St.
two.
Louis on the map, man. I can't knock that.
Of course.
Can't knock
It's
that.
not a classic album.
It's a classic album.
Yeah, it's not a classic album.
It's classic.
album.
4 out of 17.
Listen, and the thing about it, Jared, is that it's people from the South and the Midwest that gave it a classic stamp because they were like, they never heard nothing like that before. So, you know, in St. Louis, we was kind of like hating on the cat, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, dude did what he did.
I think you guys are mixing like pride
No,
and sales.
Well,
Pride and sales.
but hey, part of being
I haven't played.
But Jared,
I haven't-
part of being a classic, you have to say it has to sell. I don't give. You can't have a classic that don't sell. Period. It has
Not
to
really.
sell.
No.
Yeah.
What album? What
is a
album?
classic
What
that
album
don't
sold
sell?
50? What album sold 50,000? That's a classic.
I don't know what it sold, but I know it didn't sell a lot.
What?
Scarface The Fix is a classic album.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I like that album. I'm a Scarface fan. I'm a Scarface fan.
See, that's his last one, right? His last one or the next
Nah,
to last
that's-
one?
Nah,
That's
that was
like-
the one. That was the one where him Kanye. No, him. Who was that? Beanie Siegel and Jay.
Jay-Z, and
and Kanye.
Benny Siegel. Kanye produced.
Guess who's back? Guess
Yeah,
who's
guess
back?
who's back.
Yeah,
Kanye
that's a dope
produced.
album. You're right. I bet you
Yeah, it's a
did.
dope
I bet
album.
you did good. I bet you got some numbers, Jared. I bet you got better numbers than you think.
I mean, it's Rap a Lot, so I don't know how well what their marketing team was, but it's a solid album. I give it, man.
It'd be lucky if it's platinum.
Yeah, I'm a Scarface fan.
I'd be
I'm pretty
lucky
sure
if I
it's gold. But he didn't have a ton of singles on that album, though.
Guess who's back?
You know, What Can I Do? And yeah, I love that album. That's one of my favorite Scarface albums. Okay, so let's get down to our top 5 albums or top 3 albums.
Obviously, Country Grammar is number one.
You okay? We got
Oh,
that.
So-
I don't even think we got to even discuss it.
So no, all y'all. I know what all y'all number one best album ever made is gonna be. I know every one of y'all. It's gonna be Biggie Life After
I don't
Death.
think.
So
I don't think you know.
if that's your number one guy, that's gotta be your number one album. That's gotta be right.
Nope, not
Number one
mine.
guy.
But it's not. But his album is not number one to me.
Everybody,
Let me start. Let me start. Then you guys can. Top 3 or top 5?
Whatever you can name.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay. It's hard to remember all this stuff. I'm just gonna pick from this list. I'm not gonna, it's a million albums. I'm gonna just start. I would go Straight Outta Compton, just because how important that was back in the day, '88 when it came out. Just how it changed everything. Straight Outta Compton. It's stuff. It's people that changed the game. Top 5. I'm not gonna name one of the albums. I'll just say the group is Outkast. You can pick the album. They had 2 or 3 albums that changed the game. Aquemini,
Stank on you.
Stank on You, yeah. Probably put Aquemini, not Speakerbox. I don't. That's yeah. Anything from Outkast. Put it that way. I'll just do one more. Go Doggy Style. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, 1993.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a million.
All right.
You have Tupac's and Ice Cube, Scarface's, Bone, Mobb Deep.
All right, I'm going next.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm doing DLC. Nobody Can Do It Better. I'm doing Ice Cube, Death Certificate. I'm doing Biggie Life After Death.
Okay.
And that's my top 3.
My top 3 is The Chronic, number 1. And then Death Certificate, number 2. And then my third is the Blueprint.
My 3.
The Young Bloods and the Young Bloods, then the Yin Yang Twins.
Get rich or die trying.
That's a good album.
Blueprint, Doggy Style.
I got all of them.
So was there any albums that were common amongst everybody? Jay, you had who?
Straight Outta Compton. Anything from that beginning to middle. Outkast, yeah. Probably before Stank on you. Anything, first 2 or 3. Who was my third? Can't even remember. Doggy Style.
Okay. But I didn't have Doggy Style. I think you said you had Doggy Style. So it don't seem like there's one album that was.
I'm surprised y'all didn't say
everybody had.
Yeah. I said Death Certificate. You said Death Certificate.
But I don't think said Death Certificate.
Oh, okay.
I said there isn't one album that all 4 of us hold in the top 3. Everybody pretty much got some different stuff.
And I didn't nominate Pac album because I like so much of his stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I did though.
Could have threw Me Against the World in. That's a great album to me.
I think the Chronic though. If I think about it again though, Rodney, I think the Chronic is best album ever.
Yeah.
Anybody?
That's my best album ever.
That might be, to me. I think that might be my best. I think that might be the best album ever. I think I've ever heard. I think. Anybody got it?
From beginning to end.
I think Biggie Life After Death whoops that.
You think it beat it?
I mean, shit. It got to if you got fucking 25 songs on it. I hope it do.
You could just pick the first. You could pick the first disc and go hit up with the Chronic. He'll murder it.
You think so?
Murder that motherfucker. I'm telling you. Like
he gonna murder it with it's gonna murder it because you got more flashy single shit off of Biggie shit, but just song for song, fuck no.
If you think about the era along with the music, it's hard to beat the Chronic. The Chronic changed everything. Man.
Crazy, man. I'm just thinking about it.
It's like
okay.
And the one thing
what's the best song off the Chronic?
G-Thing.
Who knows?
What's the best song off the Chronic?
Shit.
It's no one best.
Yeah, that's so how is it? So what's the
best song off? What's the best song off? The top 3 off of what?
Off the Chronic.
Straight A.
I mean, for me, it ain't even nothing but a G thing. I don't even listen to nothing but a G thing off the Chronic. I listen to
Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks or
Rat Tat Tat Tat. That one.
The Ghetto Boy?
No, I don't even fuck with. I mean, I like those songs, but those aren't my songs that I listen to. Like, I don't listen to nothing but a G thing. Because everybody listens to nothing but a G. It's all we heard for the summer of '92. Yeah. So I don't really listen to that. But
that album fizzled out to me after a while.
Not for me. But and the fucked up part about it, I went back and listened. Every fucking song on there is a sample.
Yeah, it is. That's a fact.
Every song.
It's an Instagram page that was showing you like the original and then a sample.
Yeah, it was something on YouTube. A dude was he was doing the same thing, playing Dre song and then playing the original.
Yeah, Dre was
like, damn, he must have lost a lot of money on this damn album.
Do that same thing with Biggie too, though. I think the samples with Biggie gives him a leg up. Those familiar soul samples, the Diana Ross song, all the flips of soul.
So is Dre really the best producer?
No. I think when you're talking about making an original beat, drum pattern and all that, that's either between DJ Premier, Havoc.
Havoc does samples, but we just don't know he's sampling.
Yeah.
Because the way he chop it up and switch it up, we don't even know it's a sample.
You don't think Timbaland up there squeak with them?
Yeah, he up there, but see, he don't have a lot of hardcore rap. You know what I'm saying? Under his belt,
Beat producer though.
he's a phenomenal producer. But I got him up there like with Teddy Riley, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, but that's a good thing, though, right?
That is a good thing, but I'm speaking hip hop. You know, I'm speaking like what's the best hip hop producer.
So you saying he's too pop?
I don't really, huh?
Saying Timbaland too pop.
Yeah. He's I look at him like I mean, it's some rap cats that went to him for some beats, but I look at him more like a pop producer, R&B producer than I do like a strictly hip hop, you know, hardcore group that he put together. I can't think of the best Timbaland beat that the MC just flowed off of. I mean, maybe some Jay was on, you know what I'm saying? But
He did Big Pimpin', didn't he?
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
He did big thing.
But is that beat like
That beat
tight like that?
That beat tight. That beat go dog.
That beat that made Pimp C go off. Shit, that motherfucker didn't even want to do the song.
Right.
That beat go.
Like, man, fuck that. I ain't fucking with Jay-Z or that beat.
Yeah, it's like I mean the beat is tight. I'm now thinking about it's tight.
Because he was like he thought that was gonna turn UGK to, you know, pop. You know, he's like, nah, we underground kings. Fuck that.
I'm gonna tell you something. Master P, Cash Money, Manny Fresh, he don't get a lot of credit for his beat production, and Beats by the Pound don't get a lot of credit for their beat production.
What is it?
They shit was going ham in your sound system. You know, maybe the lyrics from the MCs were not the best, but they had some tough ass beats.
Yeah.
They had some tough ass beats. Anytime in that 98, 99 time frame where you went to the club, that shit was ringing your ears. Trying to get a meal ticket, like
Is it the same?
Swamp Nick, them beats was banging.
You know, I just listening to how you do that there. You're right.
Them beats were banging without no type of sample.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just the beat and just they were that production on there was and they were unknown producers.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
They were unknown producers. You know, they didn't go on to produce a lot of records for other artists and stuff like that. But yeah, they had one of the best camps. And then Swiss Beats, he was doing some things too. He got some nice little beats.
Yeah. Hey, who y'all think will win? This is way off. This is kind of one of my topics. Y'all probably don't like either one of these. Y'all probably like one of them, but who y'all think will win on a versus between DJ Khaled and DJ Drama?
DJ Drama.
You think so?
DJ Drama. Khaled took DJ Drama's style.
What do you mean by that?
So DJ Drama is known for the Gangsta Grill mixtapes and all this stuff.
Right.
He was doing that way for Khaled.
Talking about just mixing people up, putting them on different stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
That's his style. That's his style.
Okay.
He the architect of that. I think he will serve him.
Think so, huh?
So what was the question? DJ Khaled or DJ Drama?
Yeah, on the
I
verse.
think Khaled.
Has Drama done anything since 05?
He's still doing mixtapes.
Gangsta Grill.
Oh, yeah?
He still do Gangsta Grill.
Because it seems like I ain't heard shit from him.
I don't know the guys on Gangsta Grills no more. You know what I'm saying? It'd be
Yeah, it seemed like he blew up off Jeezy.
Yeah. Jeezy, Lil Wayne, Gucci,
yeah.
Black Tees.
Is Lil Boosie, or Boosie Bad? What is he? Boosie Badass, Lil Boosie.
Boosie.
Lil Boosie.
Do y'all get him?
Yeah.
On the couch.
He can flow. He can flow. He could flow. I didn't.
And it's,
You know, it's he got a
Is it
delivery
ready?
that's kind of annoying a little bit. But trust that. Trust when I tell you this album that he got called "Touchdown to Hell" or some. I'm saying that title wrong. It's a classic album. It's him. He got Yo Gotti on it. He got Jeezy on it. He got J. Cole on it. The intro is up there with 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, What Up Gangster. His intro is comparable to that song.
how long ago was it, Squeak?
2020. This had to be 2014 or 2015, something like that.
He entertaining to me, so I'm
The
gonna
album
check
that he made. That album that he made as soon as he came out of jail.
Okay.
That motherfucker
I ain't never really gave him a.
Me,
I ain't never really gave him a chance.
me either. But he entertaining to me. But I was done with him when he came up with that. He got an album called Boo Pac.
Yeah. I didn't check that out. I didn't check that out. That rubbed me the wrong way. You know, he considered himself as the closest thing to Tupac, you know.
No. So he just entertaining to me, so I'll check it out.
Uh-huh. You know, and they probably too young to have seen what Tupac morphed into. You know, like I think they really living it where Pac wasn't living it. He was rapping it.
Okay.
You know, and I don't know if they don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Pac first album to his last album, they not the same.
Yeah, I got you.
I can't hear you. What'd you say, Ryan?
You're on mute, Rodney.
You're on mute.
Check. It's still mute.
Yeah, you still on mute.
You came back.
You did?
You're
There
back.
you go.
Okay, we can hear you. What you saying?
No, I was asking. How do y'all feel about the sudden plague of rappers getting killed?
Man, that's tragic. Come out the PNB dude.
I mean, shit. It's every month it's somebody. Yeah. I mean, I don't know most of these motherfuckers. Like, I didn't know who the fuck PNB Rock was, so.
You're right.
You know, I had to do my research. I've heard a couple of his songs, but I didn't know him by name. You know, I've heard a couple of his songs.
So what do you all attribute this to? Is it the culture? Is it
yeah.
I think it's the
social media.
Culture, social media.
I think a lot of these dudes, like they need to probably stop traveling to California without understanding how California culture really is. Because them dudes are extortionists and jackboys and killers. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't need to go out there, don't go out there. And New York ain't no different, you know?
I mean, shit have happened to you anywhere.
That's a fact. You know,
It'll happen
that's
to
a
you
fact.
anywhere.
I think today's culture and for the youth, you know, it don't matter what city you come out of, but when you start blowing, your local dudes in your area get to hating on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they getting into shootouts. You know?
Yeah.
And everywhere we go, it look like it's gang infested. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I mean, but shit, if you wearing $100,000 chain with no security and you in the hood, I mean, shit.
You asking for it, right?
They say he was driving a Maybach too.
For some chicken wings and some damn waffles, man, that ain't worth your life. That ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Sound like the family that got him might have been there eating also and just saying, "Come on, let's get him."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They was there. Yeah.
And when you think about all the jewelry and the car and the money you making, just send somebody to go get your shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just send somebody to go get your food, and then when you want to be amongst the people, just dress down. Shit, just make sure you coming out there with credit cards, no cash, no nothing flashy, none of that
It
shit.
ain't they life, dog. I mean,
Well,
they just don't even think that way, man. They think they got to do it to that level every time they step out the door.
Uh,
It's stupid,
But
man.
listen, you gonna do it that level. Come with that armed security.
Yeah, yeah,
Touchdown.
that's weak. That's
And
weak in
see
their
that
eyes.
that's what they want you to think is weak because they can't press you when you got the armed security. They want you to feel like this week. They want to take a picture of you and laugh. But as soon as you come by yourself with your family, oh, it's time to eat now.
hmm
That's the part that's weak because you putting your family at
yeah.
risk. You
Yeah,
come with
but
that armed security,
they look
shit,
at
man.
it
Y'all
like if
handle
I
this shit.
they like I come with security, I'm less of a man.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
no
Right.
doubt.
that's I love. You know,
Him.
I'm losing stature with because I gotta have 3 or 4 or 5 whole detail with me.
You got a
All of a
point,
sudden,
Roddy.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but what I was gonna say was shit. How many times did motherfuckers NWA say they killed motherfuckers and did all this shit? They ain't do none of that shit. It's all entertainment. Like it's all entertainment. Like Rick Ross. Rick Ross, motherfucking, was proven to be a CO, and how has that hurt his career? Not at all.
No.
He's still talking about selling dope and knowing the biggest dope dealers in other countries and all that shit. And motherfuckers know that he's motherfucking CO.
hmm
And it don't he's still, profiting. So it's all entertainment.
That's it.
So shit. If you want to go somewhere, motherfucking suit up. Have your motherfucking security team with you.
That makes me think. That makes me think about Young Dolph. How I thought he was one of the smart guys who had like a bulletproof car, and I was like, man, if Pac and Big would have had, it was thinking
That
like
shit,
that, you know.
that shit wouldn't have helped him.
It. Well, the thing is that once people know your moves, they wait for you to get outside the damn
Oh
car.
yeah.
You know, and it's like you can't win for losing.
Yeah.
You know, shit. If you got that shit, you got to park it somewhere where you can get out safe. Because if you get out in the hood, that's all they're gonna do is wait for your ass to step up out the car. Since everybody
Now,
knows it's bulletproof.
I will admit though, I mean, I'm not a rapper, never been. Don't portray one on TV. But I remember when I was young, I didn't respect other cities when I went to them because I feel like nigga, we got shootouts and all kind of shit in St. Louis too. So man, I ain't worried about where the fuck I go. Now being older,
Yeah.
you move totally different. But I remember I used to go places and wouldn't fuck. I remember I went to Baltimore. I went, I had a training session up there for 2 weeks. I was in Baltimore. I'm trying to find where they shoot the wire at.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
what the fuck wrong with you, dude? Like, chill out.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear
But
you.
like I said, like I didn't. So when you young, you kind of don't have that kind of respect for other places because you figure like this. What we say, that hood ain't no harder than mine.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah. That's true.
So I kind of get a little bit of it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But you need, if you're a rapper, you need you like a solid, clear thinking OG that can tell you. You need that in your camp. Tell you ain't making the right moves, and this is how you're supposed to move.
hmm
So who the
You
OG
need
of
that.
rap? Is it Jay-Z? Because he seemed
Yeah,
like he want to.
he don't have to be no rapper, just like a person of good mind that knows better on how to move.
Snoop, the OG
You
of
know,
rap.
yeah, he the uncle. Snoop, Luke, too short.
Yeah.
It's a few. It's a few. Who y'all seeing going to the Super Bowl this year?
Rams.
I can't hear you, Rodney. His ass on mute. Who you said?
Rams.
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 Who from the AFC?
Oh, dude. I thought it was gonna be the Bills. I still say the Rams and the Bills will still get there. I still say
I was thinking of the Broncos from the AFC, but
boy.
that shit don't look right. I
Broncos
don't know who coming out the AFC.
lost, right? Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Lost to the
Yeah,
Rams.
they lost.
Shit, man. No.
I don't know. The Bills don't look as dominant as I would expect them to look.
They look down at the first two games. They look crazy. They kind of look normal.
Yeah, they look so beatable. You know, they got a young team. You know, thriving team and stuff like that. But I see them beating Cincinnati this year. Cincinnati don't have it this year.
Yeah. I think the Ravens good too, but the Bills beat the Ravens today.
Yeah, I don't see the Ravens pulling it off as we get towards the playoffs.
Yeah,
they do dumb
they're
stuff.
gonna shut Lamar down.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Uh,
What you were saying?
No, I was just saying you ain't got to ask it. You know who's going to the Super Bowl. But, it's still early, though.
It is, yeah.
It is, man. What's the score of the game?
I'm looking at 21-10.
21-10.
In favor of KC.
Halftime yet?
Not yet. They got about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Jerry, you wanna just cash out that now or what? How you wanna do this?
Don't burn your money.
They just scored in like 2 or 3 minutes.
So you gonna send me 5 now, 5 tomorrow? You gonna wait till tomorrow to send the whole 10? How you gonna
okay. Forgot you are leading now.
God.
Leading.
Yeah. And I think you got the Chiefs too, right?
Yeah, I get the Chiefs.
So I'm 10 points ahead regardless.
You 10 points ahead unless you do something swerve. Unless you do something swerve on Monday night.
Oh well, I already got the Chiefs. I mean the Niners. So I'm not gonna go back and change my pick like some people might. To be honest with you,
trying to win.
I make my picks on like Tuesday, and I never look at them again. So
yeah, I make mine Thursday. Make them all Thursday and just go with it.
Nope, I make mine on Tuesday, and I just go with that. Unless somebody get injured or something.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
But I don't go back in and change the shit, seeing what everybody else got.
These damn Jets get on my damn nerves. Every time I go against them for a guaranteed loss, these motherfuckers find a way to win a game. They get on my.
What are these Lakers doing?
I don't know.
I hate them.
I don't know, dog.
I hate them.
How do you have Patrick Beverly, Dennis Schroeder,
and West,
and Russell Westbrook?
Man, I have no clue,
Right.
man. I thought
You know nothing about basketball. You know nothing about basketball.
I thought they were setting up to get rid of Westbrook, man. That's what all I was thinking. I was going to send them home. I didn't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man.
They ain't trying to win.
Dude, they frustrating as all hell.
This looks like a ceremonial season.
Might be.
I made sure I didn't watch last year.
You didn't watch what?
The Lakers.
You're a LeBron fan, though, right?
I am. I cannot tolerate that though. That was a guaranteed shit show.
Is Anthony Davis hurt yet?
Where
he got hurt in the photo. He got hurt on the team photo.
The fawn, as you and your wife call him.
The fawn, yeah. That's exactly a motherfucker.
Hey, y'all seen this movie called Bullet Train with Brad Pitt in it?
I ain't
The movie is horrible. You like it?
That shit is good to me.
It is horrible.
That shit is good to me.
Man.
I did not think I would like that damn movie. It got a Quentin Tarantino type of style to it. Different people, different type of killers, and you trying to figure out who's the real killer and who's behind what. Yeah,
Hey,
it's kind of dope to me.
Jared got the worst taste in movies ever too, so I wouldn't listen to him. I would look at his tweets.
Okay,
The movie is
Anybody
horrible.
Jared got the worst taste in movies.
it sure do.
anybody check out that Dahmer?
Who? You
Dahmer.
talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It's good.
I watched it.
I think that'll traumatize me. I don't know what's this shit.
It's man, you got to commit to it. You got to commit to it because that shit is slow, but it's a lot of shit that happened that I don't even remember happening.
Mm.
Yeah. And shit, we was in high school when the shit happened,
Mm-hmm.
but I watched it. I'm like, I don't remember that shit. I don't remember this. I don't remember that. So, but it's a lot of motherfuckers is mad about it though.
I think that's wrong because at the end of the day, it's like you said, that happened and I wasn't able to catch all the details of it. And this is showing you all the details. It's showing you everything, how these people were calling on this guy and not getting responded to. But just because he's murdered gays, blacks, and all this shit, it's like it ain't just for no fucking entertainment. It's an educational piece out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Boosie say we should everybody should boycott Netflix.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Exactly.
Yeah, they saying we should boycott it for what he did to black people and all that shit.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
When you get into that Dahmer on Netflix, it is like they are trying to like make you feel sorry for him, like showing his childhood, how his mom was crazy, and that's the part I kind of don't like. Like they're trying to make you feel sympathetic for him.
I mean, but you gotta tell the whole story though.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't dig too deep into it. Who's to say that's real though? Like these things really happen.
Yeah,
like
you gotta take it at face value.
Yeah, like that. That neighbor. I'm sorry. One last thing. That neighbor. It's a small thing. You have to embellish for movies and TV shows. But that neighbor lady, Niecy Nash, man, they just fumbled the ball. Niecy Nash, how she's living next door to him, smelling the smells and hearing the sounds. In real life, she lived like across the street. So it's just details like that they're kind of throwing in. Yeah. I watched the first 2 or 3. I stopped. It's good. It's good. It's the same thing over and over, but it's good. Yeah, I'll finish it. But something people sleep on is a show called it's a Apple show called C. Anybody watch that?
I'm talking about Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great show. Severance is good. You didn't like Severance? Yeah, Severance is good. C is good.
C was too slow. It moved. I couldn't get into it when I first. Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I thought I would, but maybe I got to give it another chance or something like that. But yeah, I didn't. It came out weird than what I thought it would be, and I was just like, I ain't got time for this. So,
it's good to me. It looked like they spent $100 million making that show.
I think so too. It's real good acting. I can see.
Mm-hmm. Come on, get him.
So to kind of summarize everything, Lavell Crawford is top 3.
Yep, top 3 in my stand up. I'm telling
Lavell
you.
Crawford is top 3. Tupac is Pimp C to me. And what's the third one? Said you had one that was getting close to being
Nelly,
Yeah, Country Grammar
Country
is
Grammar is a classic. 4 out of 17.
Yeah, those are our 3 takeaways from
Hey.
our session.
If Country Grammar is a classic, 4 out of 17, that means I'm the best in this damn football league because I'm getting like 4 wins out of 17.
But I did want to kind of clean that up because he got 17 tracks, but there are there's an intro, there's an outro. Ain't 12. There's an intro, an outro, and an interlude. So we're probably talking 4 out of 14. 14? Yeah, we're talking 4 out of 14, which still ain't a good percentage.
So you saying it's not a classic though?
It is not a classic album. It sold well.
It's a classic.
It sold well. No,
It's classic.
no. With 4 songs. It is 4. I just rattled off songs. I know the song. I know the song, and I don't like it. No, no. No. So a classic album is, to me, a classic album was something that's always in rotation. No matter how old, how long ago it was made, it's always in rotation. The Chronic is always in rotation with me. Mm-hmm. Life After Death, always in rotation. Death Certificate, always in rotation. Country Grammar, that motherfucker is not in rotation. Huh? Get Rich or Die Trying. That's classic. Yeah, that's a classic album. Oh,
it's a classic album, but it's not in my rotation though.
No, it's not. It's
a classic album. It's not in my rotation.
It's not. It's not. The Game first album is more in my rotation than Get Rich or Die Trying.
It's a classic album too, but it's definitely not in my rotation. I'm done with him as an artist.
Who?
The Game.
The Game?
Yeah, that is. I like Through the Wire and I Slept on the Most Death and Freeway song that they got. Two words or something like that. I slept on whatever that song is with the chick. We all fall down.
So Selena Johnson.
Yeah. I've always.
That's College Dropout.
That's Dropout. I've always liked that song. And then going back, I got a newfound respect for the song with Jay-Z because I slept on that song. Even though that song was never a single, it's a good song.
What song is that?
Kanye song with Jay-Z on College Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The beat is nice. I forget the name of the damn song.
Man, tell me y'all, you don't what, like I'm watching the game and they got that commercial where they play Hypnotize. Y'all seen that commercial?
And
when that motherfucker come on, it's just automatic. I just throw a bob.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
Mm-mm. Hey, if Biggie would have lived through Life After Death, that album probably would have sold more, and it would have had a real big, huge impact. That dude had hit after hit. The song he had with Jay-Z would have probably been a single.
He was steady on the rise. He was on the rise.
I'm telling you, man. See, I'm gonna tell you something, Sid. He did more than what Tupac did. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because when Big came in the game, he came with his first album. Then he made sure that Junior Mafia came with with their album. That's more than what Pac did for the Outlaws. Now, I ain't saying that Junior Mafia was the best all time group, but he put them on, and he put them on very fast. Nah, it's two Players Anthem and Get Money, and Get Money Remix, which is the song that Tupac used to diss him with. We hit him up. Nah, man, this cat then went on to start writing for Puffy. All No Way Out. And that's a I ain't gonna say let me not say it's a classic. He won all awards off that album.
Puffy's album is Country Grammar.
Yes.
Puffy's album is Country Grammar. That motherfucker sold well.
So did.
And had a bunch of singles off that motherfucker.
Yep. Nah. We talking about Can't Hold Me Down.
Yeah, that's Puffy's album.
Nah, Missing You's not on that. Missing You's not on that album.
Yes, it is.
Missing You, I thought came from a different album. A big.
I mean, how many albums he got? How many albums Puffy got?
Shit, I don't know.
He only got one, right? One or two.
The Last Train to Paris album, shit.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, Dirty Money shit. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Missing You is on that album because he put it out, and he that album came out after Biggie's album. Because Biggie album came out in March of '97, February '97.
So
because they was working on Puff's album,
right?
So Puff's album came out after that.
So where's the song We Love Big Papa?
That wasn't on that album. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's what I thought. Missing. Okay, that's what I thought.
Missing You was on that album.
And
that's Country Grammar. That's Country Grammar all over again.
Yeah, Big had a pen, man. He had a pen. See, then he dropped like after death. So you talking about 1, 2, 3 albums this dude had in the works.
Don't forget Lil' Kim.
So we had 4. This dude dropped 4 albums after his first album that he never got a chance to celebrate with. And they all went platinum plus. Now, he did videos for the Junior Mafia stuff, but we talking from 90, Big drop 94. We talking from 94 to 97. That's 3 years. And he put out 4 fucking albums with a double disc. You're gonna find it's hard pressed to find an artist that can do that has that kind of work like that with that much success and have that much radio hits for each album.
So Life After Death went diamond.
Yeah, it went down. Nah, I think Hammer still got that with 26 million.
I thought Eminem had it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it could. Yeah.
Hey, based I don't mean to keep going back, but based on the Nelly calculation, one of them MC Hammer albums is a classic. Come on.
Please Hammer the Harbor.
Yeah, that's like 20. That's like 26 million. That is a classic.
It's not. It's not a fucking classic album. You Can't Touch This made that motherfucker sell.
Oh, man.
When your favorite artist is shit is on the radio and they got certain singles in the album, so if that's what you like, it's hard to debate that it ain't classic.
It's not a classic, man.
But if there's nothing else on the album to listen to,
it's a classic. Well, let me say this: it ain't an album that I purchased, but
have you even heard it?
Yeah, I heard it.
I've never heard an MC Hammer album.
Why not?
The whole
I
album?
went to an MC Hammer concert.
No.
I went to an MC Hammer concert.
I had
Budweiser
Please Hammer on Heard 'Em.
Superfest.
I had Please Hammer on Heard 'Em. I have to admit.
God.
That's why we
That
pray. That's
But
why we pray.
but we still talking the singles. Like he had four. He probably had, he had. You Can't Touch This, Pray, and Fuck. That's it.
Well, I can't remember the album, you know, like, but all that shit was dancing.
Exactly.
All that shit was dancing and,
Exactly.
and
That's
good. Death Certificate. It only has 2 singles. Death Certificate is one of my favorite albums. It's a top notch album, but it only has 2 motherfucking singles, and it ain't sold no 10 million or none of that. But it had Steady Mobbin' and Colorblind as the singles.
not colorblind.
No radio, huh?
Not colorblind.
Yeah, Colorblind had a video for it.
Let's be true to the game.
Okay, so it had three videos. Then let me say that 3 videos and one.
Colorblind wasn't no video. It wasn't no single.
Man, I thought I remember seeing them.
That Pimpin' song is a single.
But that's the first album.
The DJ Poop.
That's from the first album. Who's
That's
the
from
man?
the first one? Who's the man?
Yeah, that's America's Most Wanted.
Okay.
It was Be True to the Game and Steady Mobbin'. Those were the two singles.
Death Certificate is a classic.
What you want me to name songs off that motherfucker?
Death Certificate is a classic.
It's heralded word. It's heralded. Most people look at it as a classic. No one looks at Country Grammar as a classic. They look at it as an album that sold well.
Man, I promise you, I thought I saw a Colorblind video on the box, but I cannot find this on YouTube.
Because it didn't exist.
Right, I must have made that up in my head or some shit.
You did. Where he's sitting at the light and the dude's coming up throwing gang signs to him. That wasn't. There wasn't no video. It was a video for Be True to the Game. Got a white bitch on your elbow.
Yeah.
Hughes, that's how good that song is. You saw it in your mind.
You made a video on your own.
You saw a fool on Colorblind.
Yeah, that shit. And listen, said that's the album with Cube did St. Louis, My Summer Vacation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he was coming with it, you know. But it wasn't well public. I mean, it wasn't well marketed. I don't think. You know, I don't think it had the. You know why? Because he was talking about Jews. He was spitting that anti-Semitic type of flow and shitting on the Koreas. So I think Priority Records wasn't trying to put no money in the marketing for him.
All right, let's wrap this one up. This was the After Podcast, episode 14. Comes after 13. Just a little extra content.
Is the GOAT.
Lavell Crawford is a GOAT. Country Grammar is a classic.
Heard it here first.
Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em is a classic.
And Tupac is Pimp C.
All right.